Radio.
Delay.
What's good? Party people, welcome to the show. This is the Beef Stew Radio Show. We're about ready to come on in a few minutes. Now, y'all all, we got everybody live. Let's get everybody on. Let's get everybody rocking. Let's get everybody rocking. You see my fingertips here doing? Now we got it going on. Welcome to the show. I am your host, DJ Big Stew. Shout out to everybody all over the place. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with us. We're trying to get, we got a special show today. We got a ventriloquist coming to the building. We got the homie Real Smooth coming through the building. We got a few people coming through the building today. So what we trying to do today is we gonna rock the house. You know what I'm saying? So y'all tune in. Y'all stay tuned. And I got the cab in the building.
This pot smells delicious, and it's the base for open.
Never too late for the intro.
Now we're talking about beef stew.
Beef stew. Private beef stew.
We in the building. Once again.
It's the internet, man. What can you do?
Now,
Interwebs.
shout out to Teresa Tyree. She's in the building. Shout out to her. Shout out to everybody out there.
Get your horse, you wanna buy me like a mosquito.
We're here Wednesday. New Music Wednesday.
Shout out to Migo. This shit is too easy.
Can I get the toast?
For a free throw. Flawless diamond plus I'm in Florida. That means it's clear water. Made it like
What's
a
the
minute
truth?
this week. I'm feeling damn
To Beef Stew Radio.
You know they had the import.
Having a great time.
These figures come with all my drugs. If I had to do it
Remember when
again,
we started, we was like a little basic little room in the house. And now, we ain't rocking.
Y'all out there, let us know how this is coming through.
This is Born Money featuring a little baby called Bieber.
This tastes like a little like soda, man.
That's really sweet, right?
You know, was it apple? You got apple and bottles and hops in this joint.
Yep, but this is the type we gotta get you drunk.
There's some cinnamon, some egg in there.
Shout out to my homie Richard Polite in the building. James Funk.
What up, Rich? Rambo.
I'm wearing this for you, bro. You know you rarely get to see me rocking this. This is for you. I still have to like the colors today. That's why I rock the mix. It's gonna be a couple of guys. I know a couple of guys out there that's probably saying, what's Stu doing with the mix?
This is gonna make me drunk.
You don't want another cup.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do it. I gotta drive. I gotta drive later, so I can't mess with it.
Hey.
Crashing somewhere in Harlem.
Welcome to the show. Once again, Beef Stew Radio. Y'all know how we do it. We're here. We're waiting for both our guests to come in. 3 of our guests to come in. You know what I mean? We're gonna have a full house show today, me and the Cap. Shout out to everybody on College Underground Radio. Shout out to everybody on College Underground Television. Everybody on Janiques.net out there in Arizona. And everybody that be watching StirringUpThePot.live, everybody that's on Twitter, everybody that's on Twitch, everybody that's on Instagram, UTV, all that. Everybody that's out there, man, tune in, man. Thanks for tuning in. This love is love. Now, on today's show, we're going to talk about today's topic of the day is how do you feel about Donald Trump not raising the flag, going through that whole thing with not raising the flag for Mr. McCain. a great American hero, a man who served his country well. I want to know what everybody feel about that. You know what I mean? Shout out to Big Jason. I see you in the building. 109th Street in the building. But one thing I want to do. I want to see everybody tell us how you feel about Trump not letting.
Really not following the protocol. Right?
Yeah. Now, what was your opinion, Cap? Like,
did I go that quick, man? Be really real? Cause I'm
yeah.
always, you know, I have a few things to say about it. Now, first of all, we know that's supposed to be protocol. If someone is recognized as a hero and that person passes who served his country, then the flag is supposed to be flown half-staff, right? Boom, got that. But then I start to look at people who normally didn't care about any of that. And I've realized it's that classic, my enemy's enemy is my friend. Because I don't remember people really saying a whole lot about McCain 8 years ago. And this is no disrespect to the man. I'm just being real.
Well, you always been a hero. Now, they always said he's American.
No, being a hero,
yeah.
definitely. And no one can take that from him. And that's why Trump is so messed up for doing what he did. Yeah. I'm just pointing out that he's being championed by people who probably normally wouldn't champion because of Trump. Now, I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that's bringing more people together or if that's just being like some fakeness. But the dude is out of line for doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if they just champion him because of this, but they always gave him.
That's the lady behind the scenes, y'all.
The engineer.
And, you know, y'all just wondering where the voice is coming from. That's the lady behind the scenes. We call her the lady behind the camera. She on the radio.
Engineer extraordinaire.
Coming through the speaker. Now, I personally feel that he was very, 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 very wrong. It was like a little kid thing. And he's kind of jealous of McCain. He said something like that was too much. It was over the top. His whole, like, come on, could you say that for a man that died? These people that, you know, this is the same man that, you know why I really respect him when the situation with Obama, when the lady said, oh, he's a terrorist.
And he stood up.
And he stood up. He said, no, man, he's a person that I just so happen just to have disagreements with. You know what I'm saying? And he's a great family man. He's a good man. You know what I'm saying? That was real.
And that's what was cool in my book, because he easily could have just, like, not said it much more than just, oh, no, I won't answer that question.
Imagine if that was Donald Trump saying that. If the lady would have said the same thing to Don Bond, he said, yes, he's a man, he would have been going crazy. He would have hired him. Yeah, he would have been going crazy. She would have been on the stage at every Trump rally. We got Missy. If her name was Missy, he would have brought her out for a speech at every rally. But speaking of Trump, his woes and his troubles are closing in. The rumor is that he's going crazy in the building, in the White House. He's going crazy.
Been crazy, man.
But they talking about the walls closing on him, all the investigations. Paul Manafort is trying to get a deal now. Because this dude is facing, all right, just off the eight things he already convicted for, they said 80 years he could get. Now they don't even know. They're thinking about charging him for the 10 that they couldn't come up with the scenario for. They're thinking about charging him on that. And then he got another case in Virginia. So he's facing, he's
got
7
cases in Virginia and bodies in D.C.
Yeah.
And they said they got 115 charges against him.
115.
But the thing is, he could have did his whole thing at one time. He got one. He didn't understand why
he's waiting for the pardon.
Have 2 trials. That's crazy.
He waiting for the pardon, boy. But if Donald Trump pushed that pardon button, boy, it's over. They say he like this. They holding him like this. They brought some real estate guys from New York to try to calm him down. They had to bring some old friends to the White House to calm him down, just to sit him and to calm him down. Like, yo, let's calm this dude down.
But nigga hugging the Washington statue.
Because he ain't ready to go to jail, son. Because let me tell you something. They could wait. 2 years ago, quick now. Now, 2 years ago, quick. And he ain't know he ain't getting back in office.
I think they should put him in Rikers and Gem Pop.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all think? Should he go to Rikers?
Yeah, that's
put in Gem Pop? Let us know. Trump and Gen Pop.
Now, that is something. That is something that we should check out. Like, that's another topic of the day. Should he go to state? But let me tell you this: Michael Cohen, his thing is in New York. He's facing state time, and they are facing state time because that whole case with Cohen and all that, that's New York. So yeah, that's Rikers Island, Elmira. That's all them little Cam Saki. That's all them little prisons.
And no banquet chicken on Sundays.
But let me tell you something, man. Federal prison can be crazy, bro. You in there with people. Now listen, they messing with the Mexican people, right? You in there with El Chapo and the Fed joint. You in there with people like the top MS-13 dudes. There's some serious dudes in the Fed penitentiary. Dudes who put hits on dudes. So you can be touched. Don't think, I understand people saying, yo, it's camp and it's swimming, but those dudes in there that's in there, everybody ain't in there for no white crown, Carl. You know what I mean?
Believe me, I put that.
Wayne Perry's.
I'll make sure something's on your books. Believe me, just don't hurt me.
Yeah, he's gonna have to fill out a lot of books. A lot of books. Because if he, usually when they get down with the gang set, and he would have to be down with the Aryan Nation, he's gonna have to pay them some heavy cash.
You're gonna have to walk around holding somebody's pocket while they lead them
around.
They're gonna lead them around the yard.
Yeah.
Hold my pocket.
Hold my pocket. With a cigarette in his mouth. We're looking all strange. With his shirt tied up around his waist. He's gonna be scared. You see how he looked in court? He lost like 100 pounds. They were talking about the ostrich jacket. I bet he wish he had that ostrich jacket then. He probably can get that ostrich jacket up for some commissary. Keep them wolves off of him. Like, listen, I got an ostrich jacket. You getting out? Keep the wolves off him for a little while. Well, you know what I want to do? I told you that I just dropped a new mixtape. Shout out to Honcho Cooper, Jay Valentine. Shout out to everybody out there. I told you that I just dropped a new mixtape, right?
Yes, sir.
And I told you how it goes. You know what I mean? I got this joint, man. I got a few joints, man. I did something with, but I I'm from Harlem, so I had to do this joint off of Cameron, man, and Cassidy. I mean Cameron and Mace. So I want to get yeah. So I want you to tell me what you think about it, because I told you the whole key to the mixtape is classical riffs, loops, mixed with superstar rappers.
All right.
So it's called, you might know my famous remix mixtapes. This is 3, but it got a little twist to it. So let's get into this one. This is my Cameron remix, Cameron and Mace.
different, man.
It's different.
Definitely different, man. But you always like that, though, man.
Oh man,
you make some obscure shit work.
Let me tell you something, man. You ain't seen nothing yet. This is my most. I'm proud of this more. This mixtape more than I'm proud of anything that I've done because the sounds, like I told you, all the sounds is all orchestra type of stuff cooked up, and they came out, man. I mean, can I give you some Nas right now? Or do we got some before somebody come? Let me hear the Nas. Let you hear.
No idea is original. There's nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, but how it's done. What you base your happiness around. Material women in large paper. That means you inferior, not major. No idea is original. There's nothing new under the sun. It's never what you do, but how it's done. What you base your happiness around. Material women in large paper. That means you inferior, not major. You can look inside my mind, you'll find where bodies are buried. First look past the hiding from down. Go to the center, enter with caution. Past the brain cell radar. Responsible for memory loss and witness. So horrific, persistent to make it nauseous. See what I see every day I live it, I torture. Like up to stay high like 24 hours. Sleep with my watch with my in the shower, my tongue is power.
Shout out to Mike Harrison. Misha Harrison, sorry. Maita Harrison. Maita, that's this apple cider.
Yo, my phone been bugging out.
No
I'm gonna call you.
So rock and range. Radio on table, Benetton, the guard building. For today's mathematics, we are lost children.
Trying to force me to get another phone.
New York ghetto.
You know what I'm saying?
He's over here fighting his phone over here.
We in the same life, maybe it's time difference on a different coast, but we share the same sunlight. You're part of the world. Might be like colors and gangs. While on my side, brothers are different things, but it all revolve around fame and shorty. Stuff for your blame, your flip for your chain, the same story.
This is really crazy.
Metropolis, treacherous rockers, Mexican mafia, be scrapping with taps on the back. Valid wars, nothing less than a visual injection of devil courtroom, eagles and flags, American style. While in our world, the ghetto state is predator style. Watching for paint chips, don't want no letting your child. But some gangsters for letting your child.
Shout out to Madison Over. You see you in the building.
Dante made runaway. That's in a minute. My features are that of a god. It's not a god. It's exactly rappers want to be not. My essence is this. I never leave the street. It's all in my mind. Even with sleep, I'm done.
Beef Stew Radio.
What's going on, man?
This real smooth.
Yeah, what's happening?
What's good, fam? We're gonna go on right after the song, all right?
Say what?
We're gonna go on right after the song is over.
They call you back when the song?
No, we're gonna go on. Just hold tight, all right?
Oh, okay, yeah, no doubt.
All right. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
As promised in the building, Capper. The boy Real Smooth is in the building. What's good, family? You here?
Yeah, man. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm feeling good, man. Thank you for calling, man. You know, we appreciate it, man. You taking your time out, man, and taking your time and calling us, bro.
Oh, no, man. I appreciate y'all for having me on the show, man. It's all love, man.
Let the people know where you calling from, brother.
Man, I'm calling from Minneapolis, Minnesota, man. It's 612, you know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. What's up. Now, yo, like, you know, how long you been doing your thing? Cause you've been doing your thing for a minute. You got a definitely little resume out there. Let the people know how long you've been doing your thing.
Man, I've been doing my thing for about 5 or 6 years now, man. You know, way back in 2012. You know, when I really started. I used to go to school and play football, and then once that didn't really work out, you know, I transitioned to something else. You know.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many? You know, who are some of the people like that influenced you in the hip hop game? Who are some of the people that you grew up listening to that made you want to do this?
Well, really, you know, I used to listen to a lot of like DMX and Outkast, and you know, even one of my favorite artists growing up was Nelly too. So you know, I had like artists from all over the place that I really, you know, try to, you know, incorporate into my style. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt. Now, you know, the one thing I check out about your style is more lyrical, like, you know what I mean, compared to a lot of artists that's out there now. You know what I'm saying? Like your flow, you got like, you know, when everybody said the '90s flow when it was more about lyrics. I noticed that, you know, your joint is like that. That joint you got, your single that you got out right now. You really kicking it lyrical on there.
Yeah, I mean that's my main focus, man. Is just you know, be as creative and lyrical as possible. You know, while also you know making it be receptive by people. You know what I mean, and not too complex where they can't overstand it. You know what I mean, and still can relate to what I'm talking about, but still have substance and content. You know.
No doubt. Now, you know, a lot of people don't think of, you know, especially out here in New York, Harlem, we don't really picture Minneapolis. We don't really know too many, you know, a lot of cats that's coming out of Minneapolis. But the thing is, what makes you stand out, man? Because you definitely got to stand out. But what do you feel make you stand out?
I mean, for me, it's just the authenticity. You know what I mean? I'm just doing music that I feel is the most true to myself, and you know, pushing a message that I really believe in wholeheartedly, and striving to see, you know, come to fruition, and not just talking about, you know, jewelry and women and all the stuff that, you know, I don't necessarily have, you know, or even really want to have. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's just about being real with yourself and knowing that, you know, you can only talk about what you really live in. You know what I mean? If you really want people to take to your story, you know, because at the end of the day, it's your story. You don't wanna have his story, her story, you know, none of that stuff.
I got a quick question for you, man. This is Kappa.
What's going on?
I'm chilling, man. For the people that's never been to Minneapolis, like myself, you know, and I know your music can paint pictures of the place, but just in your words now, can you give us a little understanding of what the Minneapolis scene is like?
Okay, I mean the Minneapolis scene is cool, man. It's like a kind of like a melting pot of different styles, man. You got lyrical artists, you got artists, you know, who want to do the trap, mumble rap, and you got artists, you know, who like strictly on some underground, like deep conscious, you know, hipster, out there type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's a couple. It's pretty vast and expansive. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Now, what I want you to do is let them know, because you opened up for a lot of cats, man. Let them know just a few of the joint people that you know you rock for, you open up for. Let them know a few of the people that you touch the stage with.
Oh man, I mean, most recently, the biggest artist I most recently opened up for was Bone Thug. You know, we opened up for 50 Cent before, a Nappy Root,
Migos,
even Migos, Currency, yeah, man.
Naughty by Nature, The Game, Crazy Bone. You got a roster, you got a resume, dog.
Yeah, see, you know, man, bro, you know. Yeah, Crazy Bone, The Game, everybody, man.
That's what's
up. Anyone that come into Minneapolis, man, we almost can get on the show, you know.
That's what's up,
That's
man.
how we doing it out here.
That's real work, man.
So I got another question, man, because I'm all about, you know, state to state and places, man. Like, for somebody who's visiting, like, what would be like the best place that somebody can go to just chill out in your neck of the woods?
Okay, I mean, no, it all depends on what you into and stuff like that. But I mean, like, everybody, of course, always want to go to the Mall of America and do all that shopping and stuff like that. You know, that's cool. But I mean, it's almost like a show every night out here in Minneapolis. It's local to national. So I mean, you can always find something to get into if you want to know. You know, do something involving hip hop and stuff like that. Man, it's a couple different little bars out here too that be decent and stuff like that. You know, they got different little restaurants and stuff like that too. Like you got this Jamaican joint called Pimento, this other one called Jamba that's pretty good, man. So yeah, you know, it just all depends on what you want to do tonight, and, you know, day of the week.
Now you got the song "Faces of the World." What was the inspiration behind that song?
Okay, so that song is actually it's like a remake to Nipsey Hussle's "Face the World." You know what I'm saying? Off of his Crenshaw project, and that song it just spoke to me because what he was saying and the message behind it, and I just felt like I had to give my rendition of it, and speak my truths on the track, with Nipsey Hussle actually being someone that I look up to musically as well as business wise as well. So yeah, that's pretty much where the inspiration was. It was just like, all right, yeah, Nipsey Hussle did his thing on there, and it spoke to me. So I was like, I got to put my touch on it as well.
Right, that's what's up, man. We got the boy Real Smooth in the building. We're going to keep it going with him. We're going to keep rocking with him. We're going to get into this joint, Face the World. This is how we do it on Beef Stew Radio. You know how we do it.
This my life, I ain't gon' play with it. You make your bed, you gon' lay in it. At least that's what my dog told me. I told his ass right back, at least I made it home. Shit, that's the problem with these niggas. They got here living messy, depending on their bitch. Say you wanna hustle, but don't got a nigga dry. Like that money gon' fall out the motherfucking sky, fool. What you thought you was a stripper, nigga? Settling for less, so really you the different nigga? Think cause you in college, that you any different nigga? Disrespect the what is dead, disrespect it. Cause who am I to judge like I'm really doing something? Say you wanna be the one that nigga do something. Life like a mission, 007 edition. On the mission to get it. 10 stacks in my backpack, on my way to hit my new pack. My old plug hit me up like where you been at. New heights equal new air, and new nights get you nowhere. So do you think that I really care? If you got a fresh pair, when I ride by, man, I'm doing about 6. You on the bus stop, still got another 6. Boy, you looking shit. Nothing but the bikes, I can't offer no pitch, man. That real 315 shit. Have to face yourself before you face the world, man. Running from the truth like you're scared of yourself. My brother and I here, propane doing years. Even BG caught up in some shit, man. Trying to hit it with the F on the first offense. How you say you represent, but play on the fence. Even had another prince, but still paying rent. Folks fucking with fresh statements, sold his whip. Man had to pay 300 just to get his shit. That's how you know the government ain't never been shit. This is going through the life struggle. My man's out of crib, man, he got 2 dicks. Remember back in the day, we would've hit a lick. Riding to that plasma and getting super lit. But we didn't overcame that, we on a new page. Cause I ain't bulletproof, nigga, like Luke Cage. Another man in the palm of my hand. I could end his own existence if I wanted to then. In the seat, if that pussy with a jam, said be out there jam. He was caught up in that life, now he damn serving life. World's face.
Yeah. Real dope, man. That joint right there, that's my man Real Smooth in the joint. You know what I mean? Face the world.
Yes, sir.
Who produced that joint, family?
Ninth Wonder, Yeah,
right.
the original producer of that joint, Ninth Wonder, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that joint, you killed it though. You know what I mean? I know it's a remake of somebody joint, but you definitely spit fire over that.
Yeah, man, thank you, bro. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff going on, at that time. So, it was only right, like I'm saying, like, so definitely, it was just man relatable to that track, that Nick did on that Crenshaw. So,
Now, let me ask you, man, like, what you feel is different about hip hop now? Like, if it's something that in the game that you could change up, that you don't like in hip hop, what is one of the things that you would change up if you could right now?
Oh man, something that I could change. I mean, I don't, you know, I don't know. I can't give you a definite answer on that, just because, you know, like, people doing what they doing, and you almost gotta disrespect it because, you know, everybody just expressing themselves to the ability that they know how to. It's a lot of things that, like the gimmicks and the trolling and stuff like that is, you know, it's not necessarily what's up, you know, but at the end of the day, this is entertainment, so people want to be entertained. You know, but for me, what I try to do, what I work to do is just, you know, inform people and you know, just give them the truth, you know, and just inspire them to be more positive and a higher version of themselves, you know. So I think we could use more of that in hip hop, you know, just people just speaking their truth, accepting who they are, and not, you know, trying to be someone else that they're not, and you know, just inspiring people to live by that. You know, be you, accept you, and just work to improve that. You know, and roll with that.
Now you got the joint Born a King. What was the inspiration behind that?
Born a King. So I mean, that one just pretty much letting people know that it's almost like how Jaden Smith says on his, you know, icon. It's for people to realize that they royalty, you know, that they powerful. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that was the inspiration of it. It's almost like, you know, I'm saying I'm born a king, but it's really like, so when somebody is saying it to themselves, they subconsciously programming themselves to believe that they a king or they a queen. You know, like I like to say, you know, a young Negus, a young Sheba, you know, anything like that. So that's really the inspiration behind that song. Just kind of like getting people to realize, you know, their worth, their value, and, you know, their royalty at the end of the day.
That's what's up. Now, before we get into that joint right there, we're gonna ask you. We always have a question of the day, a topic of the day over here at Houston Radio, and our topic of the day is, what do you think about Donald Trump not ready to raise the flag for John McCain? We want to get your opinion on that, bro.
Okay, you said what I think about Donald Trump not wanting to do what?
To raise the flag for John McCain.
Have to put a half stack.
Put a half flag. You know, when you put it a half stack.
I mean, Donald Trump is just wild, so I mean, it's expected, man. That's what he do. He wild out day and night. Like you see a Cuddy song, you know what I'm saying?
I got a better question, man. If he does get locked up, we're thinking about he should go to Rikers Island here in New York. So we want to know, should he be in Gem Pop, or should he be in isolation?
Hey. Man, if Obama would never close Guantanamo Bay, that's where he should be going. but
where would he be locked up at in Minneapolis? Where's the spot that you would want him to be at in your state? What's the name of the joint?
They got Rush City, they got St. Cloud, and then they got Lino Lakes.
Yeah, we need to get him at Lino Lakes.
St. Cloud is like Lino Lake's too easy for him. He needs like St. Cloud or goddamn Rush City, you know what I mean? Yeah, he probably should be with Jim Pop though.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, he's the president, so he the president, so he a man of the people, you know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
You gotta be with the
That's a good one. But we're gonna get into this joint. Like we said, we got the boy in the building real smooth. We're gonna get into this hot joint called Born a King. All right, we're gonna be right back. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Deborah Clark.
When I was a newborn baby, my pops brought me outside and he raised me to the sky and told me, behold, the only thing greater than you. So that's how I'm living. Watching out for the crooks in the alleyway. It's messing up my mind till I levitate. Dodging all these suckers that doubt I'm great. They doubt I'm great. Young players trying to find his way. Watching out for the crooks in the
not hearing, going through the motion. The fuck a Tessarossa, man, this shit is not my motion. Too busy wondering why these big killers left for folks. And lock us in the box like we dead. Our mind's dead, it's not dead. Making moves while dodging the fed. Damn, the same thing is jumping off the edge. Better than going through life, living in the spare. But who cares? This game ain't fair. Too many lying about trapping and stacking. When really they lacking compassion for rapping. Man, these I get reacting. But people reaction no rap. So when I come bust like a chemical reacting of the people who feel it and wasn't too passive to grasping. The concept of what's happening. About to wake the world up cause they napping. Players trying to find his way. Watching out for the crooks in the alleyway. It's messing up my mind till I levitate. Dodging all these suckers. Body catching deals, they only catching pills. And trying to bust a nut quick like when your dick touched his first clip. I gave y'all the bruise, now this that 3-1 night. Trying to see y'all my brothers get crowned, cause we all nice, bitch. So my dog pass me the crown, so I can bend on this quick. Now when you come from the bottom, that like just like a hill. That's why when finally make it, that moment is surreal. Goddamn, thinking back, that shit give me the chill. See my nephew out on tour like that. He doing this thing and thinking what's the difference? Ain't no difference, it's a different lane. In the same game, two players for road. Trying to fuck it up and turn it to a horror story. Come through in the clutch, fourth quarter, rivalry. Got the guts, need the glory. Legends in the making. Killing shit, meet your maker. Fix your face up, might need some makeup. Hater, a young player trying to find his way. Watching out for the crooks in the alleyway. It's messing up my mind till I levitate. Dodging all these suckers, they doubt I'm great. They doubt I'm great. A young player trying to find his way. Watching out for the crooks in the alleyway. It's messing up my mind till I levitate. Dodging all these suckers, they doubt I'm great. They doubt I'm great. I was born a king, I die that way. I die that way. I was born a king, I die that way. I die that way. I was born a king, I die that way. I die that way. I was born a king, I die that way. I die that way. Say I was born a king, I die that way. I die that way. I was born a king, I die that way. I die that way. I was born a king, I die that way. I die that way. I was born a king, I die that way. I die that way, man.
Yeah. Another hot joint. We got the boy in the building, real smooth in the building. That's another hot joint, son. Now let me tell you, do you got an album out now or a mixtape or anything out now that people need to be aware of?
Yeah. So I used to, I'm still part of a group called the Deep Rooted Tribe, and we got some music out on SoundCloud called Tribe D. I'm working on a project coming out in October. It's called the Love Sequence, and that's like a little 3-track EP, featuring Groovy and Hoopy is gonna be on there. That's the lead single off of that one. So yeah, I got plenty of stuff coming for it.
Yeah, we gonna get into that.
Yeah, I got old stuff too. Real smooth 31st Groove. That's like on that Tiff and stuff like that. So yeah, you can check me out.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get into Groove and the Hoopty joint. But I want to ask you, what's your inspiration on that Ice Cold joint? That joint is fire too.
So that's another tribe mix, remix. That's a joint to 2C's Ice Tray with Quavo and Lil Yachty. I just remixed it with my dog Fresh Verses. He's part of the Deeply Rooted Tribe too.
All right.
So that's what that one's about too.
Now, before we get into that one, I want to ask you why you spell your name like that. It's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? When you first hear Real Smooth, you'll think of spelling it a certain way, but you got it kind of different. I want to know, like, what made you come up with spelling your name like that? To that, you know, what gave you that idea?
Right, because originally, I was gonna name myself J Smooth. I'm like, nah, that's too, or that's not unique enough. You know what I mean? There's too many people out here called J Smooth, so I came up with Real Smooth, and I spelled the real all capitals because it's actually an acronym, and for rebellious, educated, enlightened, liberator, and I did the two V's at the end because my last name is a W, so like kind of like when they close together, it's almost like it makes a W. You know what I mean? So just little intricate stuff like that. and I was clowning with my guy like the other night too, because I'm a vegetarian. So he's like, oh yeah, the two V's is for vegetarians becoming a vegan. So just a little side note, man.
Oh man, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that when we come back, because this guy's a vegan too, right? Oh, you're a vegan too, right? Isn't you a vegan?
Nah. What do they call it? Pescatarian?
Pescatarian?
I'm on my way, man.
Yeah.
Pescatarian,
yeah.
what that mean?
Pescatarian. That just means I eat fish, but I don't
eat fish, right?
Yeah.
So that means you just the pest. Because fish is supposed to be pests. Nah.
Making up stuff.
You see how he looked at me? You should have seen his face, how he looked at me like, what? All right, we're going to get into this ice cold joint. Got my man Real Smooth in the building. That's how we're going to do it, Beef Stew Radio. Y'all know how we do it.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. I heard it, ice trade again. We from the 315. Damn right. Real Smooth the name. Yeah, ice cold, like my name 3K. If a nigga hatin', call him Mitch's uncle. Ice. Tied up with your man, rolling up a plan, trying out with the gang. You know we going the same. Real smoother name, 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 real smoother name. Rebellious, educated, enlightened, liberator. Yeah, I'm the one who talk that shit that have them devastated. Swear to John Wade, vibe before I ride the wave. Y'all bounce checks, I bounce back, I go and get it paid. Hop on the joint just to bust it off. Walk to the spot that she choosing off. These linens I'm copping, they cheaper than dirt, but I'm cleaner than y'all. I'm ripping them off. Cooking like pigs and I put it together. Get your peanuts, consive you. Only me and my legacy eye to eye. Fuck you mean? The try vibe will never die. We wet in the drought, you edit it out. Running your mouth while we working it out. Trying to face off with no face cards. Forget all the calls. Bet it up if you bout. Smack the taste out your mouth. And these are too fast, too furious. Triple X out. Ice Cube, fresh, I'm polar bear walking. Rip rap. If a nigga hating, call him bitch's uncle. Linked up with your bitch and smoked out her apartment. Swear I never ever hated, but y'all do it often. Fresh be the name. 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 And DRT the gang. Come correct that don't come at all. Over the years I respected like all of y'all. Y'all fell, I was there for the fucking fall. I ain't tripping on nothing, ain't no luggage involved. DRT is where I be. Blood donor for the sake of this HIP. How right into the booth I breathe to this visual, then you'll see I'm too fresh. Let me know who I offended. Rap shit getting different. Any boy throwing brown bags in a range. Lil Wayne did the same. AZ went insane. I think that I'm part of the great. Part of my speech, but I'm hardly late. And that's for the ones that got whipped to the PD. A middle finger too. Teaching you God, I'm God. Like, nah, I'm not. They told me he empty, so why should I not? Versus killing this niggas like bury the beat. They killed us for kindness, all to see. Random, I know what I do like to dress. It's crazy how life never stops to test. I promise we here for the long haul. Fuck a promise, cause we hit a ring. Ice cold, like my name 3K. If a nigga hating, call him Mitch's uncle. Ice tied up with your man. Rolling up a plan. Trying out with the gang. You know we going the same. Ice Cube, fresh, I'm polar bear walking. Rap. If a nigga hating, call him bitch's uncle. Ice linked up with your bitch and smoked out her apartment. Swear I never ever hated, but y'all do it often.
Yeah, another hot joint. Real smooth in the building. Now, family, man, if it's something out there that we haven't touched up on you and you want the world to know out there, man, let them know. And also let them know how they can get up with you, how they can follow you, and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, so no doubt, man. I'm everywhere, Twitter, I am real smooth. That's REELSMOOVV. Instagram, real smooth. Facebook, real smooth. Yeah, Spotify, iTunes, all that. Yeah, if you can link up with me and holler at me, man, let me know. Let's work. Let's talk business. Let's do all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to build and grow the community. So yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now we got this joint right here, grooving in the hoopty, a hot joint. What's the inspiration behind that joint?
Yeah.
What was the inspiration behind that joint right there?
Man, Groovy Hoopty, inspiration behind that one. That one, it just came to me, man. It just felt right with the beat, you know what I'm saying? And then it turned into like being almost like appreciation for women, who's lifting their man up when they down, or you significant other when you working to become someone that you can envision and no one can see it. And it's turns groovy in the hoopty because we ride in the hoopty or whatever, and you ride in the hoopty on the way into your dreams. You know what I'm saying? You become successful. You're trying to be who you inspire to be, and you got a significant other that's there for you and appreciating you for what you are and not what you have materialistically. So it's just like it's just a track, showing appreciation to a woman who's lifting a man up, on the way to their success. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Now, I gotta tell you, man, regarding that song, man, because it, touched me a little. Back in the days, my pops had this powder blue Buick. The old joints with the doors so big, it's like, if it's 4 doors, it was a 2-door, but the door was so big, it was like, take up 4 doors. And then the front seat and the back seat was a sofa, because it was all just one seat.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I just want to say I had a lot of fun in them joints. When I was listening to your track, I was reminiscing on that. Now, the shorty that lift me up, she ain't with me no more, but she lift me up that time, I can tell you.
Well, brother, man, I thank you, man, for taking out the time and calling all the way out here to New York, man, and letting us vibe with you on some of these hot joints you got, bro. And we definitely gonna support you, man. You know you got a home here, bro. Stay in touch and keep sending them joints through, man.
Oh, yeah, no doubt, man. And again, man, I really appreciate y'all, man. And thankful for y'all giving me this opportunity, man. Just allowing me to be a part of what y'all got going on, man. Because y'all don't have to do that, and I appreciate it, man. It's all love. Blessings from this end, man, from the 612, better yet the 315, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, man, like I said, thank y'all, man. I really, really, really appreciate it, for real. It was good talking to y'all, man. Y'all some cool dudes, man, some cool cats.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. Respect here. The same. We feel the same about you. Well, we're gonna get into this hot joint, man. And like I said, thank you for coming through. And like I said, man, whenever you got some joint through, you know how to get in contact with me, bro. Just send them through,
All right, yeah, no doubt, man. I will do, for sure.
All right, that's the boy Real Smooth, man, in the building, man. He definitely got some fire. We're gonna get into this nice joint right here. I think it's hot. Kappa think it's hot. Kappa is a real critic, and Kappa was definitely vibing to this joint. So let's get into this grooving in the hoopty, y'all. Let's do it.
You turned into a
Shout out to Carolyn Bookhart. What's up, Carolyn Bookhart? Shout out to Mario Williams in the building. Shout out to my friend Lisa Thompson in the building. That's my sister from another mother in the building. Yes, sir.
Who got the own kingdom like she the queen of Sheba? See you in my dreams, wake up, it was nice to meet you. The vegan type who make a mean falafel with the spinach pasta. Go by that keep in my knee house, special spray. I had the older of the essence, cause she took it. What the mama say, we took the Rocky on the hideaway. The palaces, I get no getaway. Take each other's mind to a higher way. Divine in the vision, in the presence of a God. That's what she's born. This is round of applause. It's embracing all the flaws. She know that's what make her flawless. No need for makeup when the beauty's in your makeup. Before you think up, I can't gas you up. This was the perfect opportunity. I couldn't pass you up. Like that, oh cute, you let groovy in my hood, and you done got on the hood. So are you good enough? So are you good enough? Say ghetto cute, you let groovy in my hood, and you done got on the hood. So are you good enough? So are you good enough? Cold-blooded, run the table in space. Reason why she not playing no games. Down for the revolution, screaming fuck the institution. I can see that she true from the look in the eyes. Little mama wants to please be mine. Frankie Lyman on in the background, cause only fools fall in love, right? Pull up in that monster protege, but she whip it like a horse. Send the bitches posing in the boy shorts. Got that snap back like a ball cat, give me all that, break her off like a Kit Kat, make her feel that one, ribs that. So sublime when we unify, epitomize by how she mesmerized. Recognize that a player keep it G, and even if she tried, she could never duplicate me. But these feelings are shared, windows down, looking groovy in the roof set. With my ghetto cutie, while she roll a doobie, just so she could do it. Yeah, you let it groovy in my roof set, and you done got on the hood. So are you killing us? So are you killing us? The ghetto cutie, you let it groovy in my roof set, and you done got on the hood. So are you killing us? So are you killing us?
Once again, that's a hot joint. That was my man, Real Smooth. He was in the building. Shout out to him. We definitely gonna have his info on the website. Definitely, if you're trying to contact us, man, to find out anything about him, we'll definitely have him on the website. That's a dope joint right there. I like that joint. Like you said, it got like a little feel from back in the little days. Got a little.
I like to coin those phrases now. Updated nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's what I like to call those songs.
Well, now we about ready to call. I gotta make a call out to Alabama. I'm trying to catch up with the BMF, with the queen of BMF, Ms. Jazzy Blanco. Let's call her, see if she's on the line. Let's see if we can get
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
Oh,
Please
maybe
try
I
again.
dialed something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because I got blonde eyes. Maybe I did it wrong. I think.
Or she might have switched her burner already. She might have switched that burner phone.
Is that
already.
the same number right there? Maybe I got too many numbers right there.
Can't see either, man.
It looking like I got too
blind
many
leading the blind right now.
We're gonna go try it again. You know what I'm saying?
Blind in one eye, can't see out the other.
Well, you know, she is BMF, so she might be hiding now.
She might have tossed that burner phone already, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You waited too long.
Maybe I'm doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to do it. 441. I would try to do it, Jazzy. You told me to call you at this time. 8151.
Yo, he's literally clicking back and forth on the screen and taking 3 numbers at a time.
The number you have dialed has not been recognized.
I tell you, that was a burner phone, man.
Oh,
and you had a certain window of time before she had to change that up.
I put the one. That could be deep.
Let me see, man. Let's look at that one more time, man.
That could be deep. Look, I wrote it the way it is.
Let's see if we can do it like this, man. Let me see if I can get my tech savvy on here.
Yeah, well, that is kind of crazy, because that's kind of like, you know, federal investigation now. She's the queen of BMF, so she might be switching her phone, but you know, we spoke a couple of times on the phone. I used the number. Now all of a sudden I call it from the office. You know, I call it from the home base in Harlem, and something ain't right. Shout out to my man Gilbert Martinez, OG from 110th Street in the building. That's a super OG right there. Shout out to my man Gilbert Martinez.
All right, pull that up again.
Pull it up. All right.
And backplace that. Let's see if you can paste it.
Let's see if we rock it.
So that's straight. You can't get this one wrong. We cut and paste.
Uh-oh.
What we got going on here?
All failed.
Then maybe there's a blank space there from the 3. Yo, y'all on here with our on tech training right now. This is tech training. I don't know about that hyphen, man. I think that's gonna put a wrench in it.
It ain't meant to be.
Take this ride with us, man. We learning.
It ain't meant to be. We still learning how to do this. Well, I'm gonna text her and tell her to call in, and then that's how she do it. You know, she got to call in. Right now, we're gonna judge some more music because you know that's what we do on new music. We just want to do it sooner or later, so we can do it sooner, and then when she come in, we can do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm gonna, and you know, I also got some more of my music. You know, I'm trying to promote my thing today, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'm observing everything, man. Yo, yo,
this dude right here.
Yo, your man type like this, man.
Look.
He got the ET phone home typing style.
I type with
right
one
now.
hand,
Like,
and I'm
yo,
fast.
like a praying mantis.
And I'm fast with it. That's when you hurt your back and you use a cane and you really can't use the left side of your body. When the other side of your body is kind of technically not right, you gotta be like titter. I want to give a shout out to Yvette. Make sure I see that. Yvette Cootie. Give a shout out to her in the building. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's can. Well, I got another joint, man. Can I play my other joint before I get into some of these other people? Because I just text her to come back. We got some new music. You know what I'm saying? So can I get into some of my joints right here? One of my joints.
What you got?
I got another joint. I played you Nas. I played you Cameron. Now O'Neal McKnight featuring Ron Browns, Busta Rhymes.
That's an interesting clash just off the names.
Just off the names, right? But check out what I did with it, man. Beef Stew Radio. This is what we're doing.
I got Lambo.
like an eerie movie scene, man. What do you call that? The instrument, man. That big ass violin.
Cello.
That's the cello?
Or cello or the bass, one of them. Cello, the bass, one of them. They both
the bass that they play like
a
violin.
Bass, like,
That's the bass?
Yeah, sometimes it be
big ass violin, that's what I call it.
Yeah, definitely got that, you know. The whole mixtape has the orchestra. It's the orchestra, but when it combined with the rap, a lot of stuff got like a different sound. When it combined with the rap, a lot of stuff got like a different sound. You know what I mean? In different ways with it. Like I got a joint with RBX. You remember RBX, right? From
the Dog Pound?
Yeah, the Dog Pound. Mm-hmm. So I got one of his joints featuring I think got KRS-One and a few other people on the KRS-One and I forgot the order, but there's a few people. Definitely.
Speaking of that, man, I heard KRS-One is doing a whole album with Dre beats. Dre is producing.
Word?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
gonna
dope.
be interesting.
That would be hot. Shout out to Capri Unique Jordan, he in the building. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, man. We gonna definitely do that. But let's get into this RBX, man. Check it out, man. It's kind of strange. Okay, check it out. That was like 20 minutes long because it's like a whole crew of dudes on there, but that's just giving you a feel of how ill beats it. But to answer that one,
yo, how many of y'all play Super Mario Brothers? Tell me that music in your mind. You're not hearing blowing. You're not hearing a character jumping and getting caught. The loop is crazy, man. It remind me of those video games from the 90s, man.
But that's, you know, the mixtape is crazy. It's some odd, crazy. I'm telling them. I'm being out. I want you to know now. So when you go hear it, you're gonna be like, yo, I hear a bunch of crazy stuff on it. I got mad odd samples with mad. I dug in the crazy on this one. I dug in the crazy.
I hear that, man.
I dug in the crazy. Matter of fact, let's even get into the Rise Class exhibit featuring Rise Class. You know what I mean? Let's rock on this one. Now that's not my beat. Now he tell you just that's his phone. That's how his phone rings. His phone rings and sound like that's something that the RZA samples. You know what I'm saying?
That's Mobb Deep being played over by a classical music band.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So once again, we want to shout out to everybody on College Underground Radio, College Underground TV. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. Shout out to everybody on YouNow TV. Shout out to everybody on Chew TV. Shout out to everybody on Janiques.net. I mean, we got so many things, man. I mean, look up here. Shout out to everybody on all this stuff up here. Blog Talk Radio. Shout out to everybody once again. We live from Harlem. We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? So definitely now we're waiting for we got another special guest that's going to be in the building. We just waiting for them to get into the building. We got a person that you might see them on 125th Street a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? You might have seen them live on the corner with the little doll. They got a whole crowd, got them laughing. Well, he's going to be in the building today. So we're going to do all that. You know what I mean? So I'm going to play some new music.
From where you
all right? So let's go. I'm getting to this new joint. I interviewed this girl last night, Gina Brooklyn. We're gonna get into her joint Normal. Alright, let's do it, y'all.
No, it's not complicated.
Yeah, so we gotta make that right.
All I'm feeling is yours. All I'm feeling is yours now. Can you stop? Can you wait a minute? Can you appreciate anything I'm saying? Thanks for you. I'm so glad that we have.
Give y'all a better view.
Not normal. Because normal is boring. And I don't wanna be boring with you. I'm so glad what we have is ours. Not normal. Because normal is boring.
That's Gina Brooklyn, 17-year-old sensation. She will be at the Rockwood Hall performing the second biggest rock and roll club in in New York City. So if you're into rock and roll and you're into freestyle music, you into spoken word music, make sure you get out there, see the once again, Gina Brooklyn. If you want to check out the interview that I did with her last night, make sure you go to Blog Talk Radio or go to straightupthepod.live. You can check it out. What's good? Once again, Beef Stew Radio. We waiting up for our special guest. Kappa went downstairs to go get him. Make sure y'all tune in to us every Wednesday, me and the Kappa. Every Wednesday we be on the radio, television, all at once. Sometimes y'all see me. Sometimes I'm just on the radio. Sometimes I'm on the television. Sometimes I'm on both. But Wednesday is definitely when you will always catch us on both. You will always catch us on both. Some on Sundays too. On old school Sundays, you definitely can listen to me on the radio, or you can hear, or you can watch me on TV. And once again, I'm gonna get into a young lady. She's doing her thing. We got her going on. We're gonna get her on the show. She's probably gonna be on the show next week. Her name is Porcelain. This is Lois Lane. This is a dope joint. Make sure y'all tune into this Beef Stew Radio.
How you doing, brother?
How you doing? All right. We're gonna put you in the middle.
Right now?
Yeah. I'm gonna come on with you. Take the best. And give him a roof you want to, Cap.
I'm a lovely girl in a cold world. I try not to let it take me under, but it gets hard when you're looking for that lovely guy where is he? I wonder how to put myself out there, but I'm scared love don't play fair. Emergency, can you come
guests get ready to come in. That's why y'all see me adjusting. So y'all can get to see him too. Or you can wait to see the show a little bit after. Once again, you listen to Beef Stew Radio. This is Porcelain. This is my man Salute featuring Bigger Rakins.
Type of man is not the one with nothing to lose, but one who can think freely and can turn those thoughts into action. Be strong enough to break the mental chain they have around your spiritual neck.
How can you fix the problem if you can never acknowledge that? There's some reason why people say we don't know how to act. We keep the same habits passed down through generations and get the same conclusion. Death of mass incarceration. My folk came over on a boat in 1619, locked in chains. Fast forward 400 years to the present, still in a whole lot change. Who can you blame for somebody picking a gun or robbing a store for food? What if baby is starving, can't get no job cause he got in trouble in school? If I get $1 million, how could I blame my folks if they try to rob me? The system we use is corrupted, it's been uploaded with the robbers. Come to the project, see the descendants of slaves killing each other in pigs. They ain't trying to solve it, they want the first one to aid to get paid off every kill. So when you gotta defy the laws of gravity, we pull each other down, even kill our own family. But if I speak the truth, the whole world might be mad at me. It's one explanation. What's that? Haitian mentality. That's Haitian mentality. That's Haitian mentality. That's Haitian mentality.
I want y'all to see them because y'all gonna enjoy what they about ready to do. So that's what I'm doing.
People challenge me, why can't we be saved? I have these thoughts every day, but nobody's hearing that. Welcome to the new Jim Crow, y'all, we nearing that. Ain't nobody fearing that. Cops got their guns out on routine traffic stops. An all-black man shot, call your referee. Stay on your knees, pray for your enemies.
Behind the scenes, Beef Stew Radio. That's what y'all got right now. Later on Facebook, probably about 2 hours from now, you'll see the show. I'll upload it. But you guys get to see the behind the scenes, get us to see how we do it, how we put it together. You know what I'm saying? Syndicated show, we're all over the world, different countries, different states, different radio stations in different states. But you get to see us work right here live. You know what I'm saying? Live out of Harlem. That's how we do it. Straight up, Beef Stew Radio. Special treat for you.
Nobody had to answer those people. Stop asking questions like who were black Americans. Harriet Tubman, when you start telling the truth, a lie like
bring it out, right?
What about you?
The laws that we live by were made for the slave or act to forget you to win. I don't see that face
Sorry,
of a lot of
technical
people walk around home.
difficulties,
It's a condition
Trying
that
to get
most
it
of us suffer
together.
from without a doubt.
Bear with me, y'all. I'm sorry.
Most of my history deleted. My folks took the name of a slave out.
We got a treat for y'all. Just hold tight. We're gonna love this.
Caught in the raps of lack of knowledge, violence, and police brutality. Dear Lord, I wanna change. How do I erase this mentality?
I might have to cut this. See what's going down? Yes. Once again, Beef Stew Radio, we are in the building. Yes. You see our special guest in the building. Some of y'all can see her, some of y'all can hear her. You want to introduce yourself and both of y'all?
I'm Cindy Hot Chocolate. Hey guys, hey girls, hey y'all.
And I'm Nigel, Dr. Joe.
Welcome to the show.
Joetown. That's right. Joetown in the house. Thank you for having us.
Man. I mean, how did y'all two come together, man? Tell us the story, man.
It's been over 10 years. Yeah, pretty much over 10 years. A decade. And we've been working together. Met her at a school center, and since then, I've been like her mentor.
Okay.
This big uncle / social worker.
What was she doing at the school center, you know?
Well, she got in trouble because discipline problem. Fights, and she was getting forced into well,
I'm staring at something. She looks familiar.
You know what I mean?
As you said, the engineer looks familiar to you?
Yeah. Your name's Tisha.
Tisha, ring a bell? No, okay. Anyway,
it's close. It's close.
Tisha?
Anywho,
I'm talking here.
Okay, I'm not trying to.
Cindy.
Hello. Hey, yo, what's up? Anyway, I was in school and I got this, you know.
My phone was in the way, and that's the long story short. I'm in the picture to guide her and to help her out.
All right.
Meet kids on the street, and you know, some inspirational type thing for the streets, make them smile and interact.
I've seen your work, man, and it's brilliant, man. I mean, you have the kids going crazy. They be out there. I mean, I've seen you on 8th Avenue.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen you on Linux Avenue before.
Yeah.
I mean, tell me what it brings to you, because you look happy when you're doing it.
You know, a lot of folks never seen a ventriloquist before, so I say, you know, why not give them a show, a free show, advertise what I do, you know. That way I can, you know, get more business, advertise myself as an entertainer for kids' parties and comedy shows and whatnot. And just to give people, that's the simple luxury of being blessed to see this art that has been out there from like the 1920s and bring it to the urban modern area, hip-hop generation. Make it cool, you know, bring it to the forefront of entertainment, especially me being an African-American man, to give people that, you know, the entertainers, art forms of entertainment, besides singing and dancing, can be ventriloquism, could be comedy, whatever. Just make the basic, my main goal is to make the streets smile. There's so much going on in the streets, so much going on in the world, politics, and I'm in the family, whatever.
Now, you definitely doing that. Now, as an African American, now, like you just said something. You said something about how it's been going on for so long. It's been going on.
Yeah.
Who are some of the people that influence you? Is it somebody like Flip Wilson or anything like that?
Well, when it comes to ventriloquists, I'm a big fan of, you know, Lamb Chops back in the 90s.
Lamb Chops, yeah.
Sherry Lewis.
Everybody's seen that growing up.
You know, when it comes to puppeteering, I'm a big fan of Sesame Street.
Jim Henson.
You know, Jim Henson, Kevin Clash. He was the one who made Elmo popular. Because when Elmo first came out, it wasn't as charismatic or memorable as he was now. Everyone knows Elmo for Tickle Me Elmo, and Kevin Clash, he made Elmo what he is now. Sadly, he had to retire from that character, his own person. He made Elmo, and that's to see kids interact with the puppet, and him making that puppet such a big hit, relatable, and so entertaining. I said, you know what, why not combine puppeteering and ventriloquism, make it my own animal, you know?
Now, we want to know who inspired Cindy. Like, so what's her inspiration?
You're going to say.
I'm going to say. No, take my time to say this. Shout out to all the ladies in my life I've come across. Mother, grandmother. Especially young lady I was talking to. Big influence with her whole attitude, her whole demeanor was hilarious. And to this day, she gives me so much juice and fuel for her personality. Take bits and pieces from all those people. Take this personality.
So let me ask Cindy.
Go ahead.
Look, so I saw you on Steve Harvey show. That's right. You did your thing. Did he give you any suits to give to me? Because you promised me a suit.
No, now you trying to let's not go there. Let's not go there.
This the thing, man. Every time.
I didn't see you in so long.
But every time you promise me something, you never deliver. What's going on?
I'm just saying you can acting funny yourself, so don't even start.
Now, I don't even act in funny style. Whenever you want something, I give it to you.
The last time I saw you was in 2005.
Of what?
The last time it was 2000.
2005. Nah. I saw you a couple of years ago.
Right.
It was past that. You saw him recently.
Yeah, you saw me. See, I see.
Whose side are you on? Hello?
Nah, this. Oh, now you gonna act like you don't hear me now.
I'm done.
Oh, well, it's like that. You know, yo, she lucky she young. Cause I'm telling you, I tell you some things. You lucky you young. So next time I see you.
You okay?
Oh, you trying to get at me?
I'm just saying, you got a young chick.
Oh, it's like that? It's like that. See, that's what I'm saying. Every time you be trying to come for me. Don't be coming for me.
I'm just saying, you gotta calm yourself down because you sweating kind of.
Did she ever meet Raheem?
Raheem?
Yeah.
I heard it out here. I didn't see
Yeah, she never met Ryan
it. They
Dream.
did.
Yeah.
Well, Andy did.
Andy. Oh, he's a retired. I think he's down in Florida right now.
In Florida,
He's retired.
He's probably eating alligators.
Yeah.
Andy's a
yeah. He's one of my actually first character I actually developed, and I had to put him away because he wasn't a big hit. He wasn't relatable with the kids, especially doing shows in my church, bringing a talking snake in a church.
Kids are scared.
You know, yeah.
Well, even biblical, you know, the snake.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even thinking.
You got the kids running out of the church.
It wasn't a good look. So I say, let me create a character that's actually a person. And truth be told, I got a bunch of puppets. I got a cowboy, a Chinese guy. But back in that time, when I first got these puppets, I had Cindy to the side, and I didn't use it that much. I said, a girl puppet. For some reason, lo and behold, to this day, she's my most popular character. So it's funny how things work out.
Now, another thing, I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off, but another thing, you were just telling me earlier, I want our listeners and viewers to know what it is that you've been doing for a few years every Wednesday. Let them know what it is that you've been doing.
This summer, it's my fourth year in a row. I've been in the Poconos mountain resorts. Shout out to Sean Harvey, great comedian.
Oh, yeah, he definitely does.
Sean Harvey, he got me to hook up doing these gigs in the Poconos mountain resorts. Wednesday, pool party, family fun, entertainment for the kids, for everybody. Great fun, snack bar, and he's having an event tomorrow in PA. But thanks to him, I had a steady gig every Wednesday this summer. Third year in a row, and today was the last day, so we'll give a shout out to him. I do family shows. Now, because our folks think I just do street shows. I'm on the street just doing, panhandling, whatever. No, I do actual shows. I do shows at community centers, senior centers, churches. A lot of folks think I'm a homeless dude that's doing this. My soul fan.
That's what's up. I mean, I don't look at what you do as panhandling because it's definitely an art. You know what I mean? I've seen the smiles on the faces you made, and I see kids just be walking down the street. Next thing you know, mommy, I don't want to go. I don't go. Mommy, gotta stay. I've been with my son actually. We walking across, coming from the municipal credit union, and I seen you right there on 8th Avenue, and I had to stop with my son. He forced me to stop. So I don't look at it as panhandling. You definitely doing the art. You know what I mean? It's real talent, and it goes back into, like you said, to lamb chops, but even before then, as for African American, it was a brother that used to do it back in the day.
Louis Tyler.
Lester. And I remember seeing, a lot of that, and then when I seen you do it, it was so talented. But the thing that how do you make? Because you're up to date. Your jokes, the everything. How did you have to do that? Like to reach the kids of now? Because the kids of now,
that's staying with the current trends, the latest dances, latest catchphrases. greatest memes that's out there, like, you know, the old meme, the old now, but the time is a big hit, like saying, what are those? Or, you know, things that are funny on, especially social media. Social media has really helped me because, you know, you get to see what's the funniest bit, what's the funniest celebrity, whatever is going on. So I just keep my eye out on that and try to relate it to my show. Because when you hit that and you do it well with the execution, delivery, it's a big hit on the street. You know, like people, oh, he didn't just say, oh, he's funny. It's funny because things can change just like that. What's new today can be old next week. So you gotta keep up to date.
We kind of not letting Cindy shine. I mean, we don't really know how to say too much.
I tell you this, man. I know something.
I'm gonna fight Kappa.
I know, even though she been playing me, but I know what Cindy does that really gets people going. You got a little beat. She could jump up on here and show you how she do.
She could freestyle.
Nah, she gonna freestyle. She dance.
Oh, she dance. So I can play a record then. You can have words with it. Well, I'm gonna play Jazzy Blanco. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is BMF. I mean, does she need any special?
Jazzy Blanco.
Yeah, I mean, what does she need? What does she need?
Some up tempo.
I don't know if I got no up tempo. I got something dope in it.
You got one.
I don't know if this is enough for you. But it's going to be
I do hand clap.
I'm a sugar daddy. Diamonds on so
that's
they
why I said
looking at
Jazzy
me.
Blanco.
Acting like she don't fuck with me.
This is Super L track.
Jazzy Blanco. See to be the queen, you gotta get that stamp. Alabama, we on. All see the dope beat.
She's ready.
Got so many waiting, got some shit. Hey, go so hard that I'm losing track of days. Yeah, I'm getting yeah. Got so many waiting, got some shit. Hey, go so hard that I'm losing track of days. Run it all. Yeah, I'm getting Tell my chain with a check. I'm the queen on the best. Real get money back. Yeah, I'm up now, I'm next. Tell my chain with a check. I'm the queen on the best. Got my foot up on their neck. Yeah, I'm making it in their chest. Get money is a habit. Only y'all, I'm a bad.
You're too young for some of these
I know. That's why she's twerking. I mean, I don't
I
know.
can do what I want to do and don't tell you. I'm grown.
Now,
I know I
do you see any television or any films, anything with Cindy or yourself or any of the characters? Like you know, maybe getting your own little TV show or something.
Yeah, eventually, definitely. That's one of the big things I want to get on the big screen. Right now, I'm working on doing YouTube videos and doing stuff like that. Shout out YouTube video, my YouTube channel. This is Gel Town, Gel with a G. I've had that for the longest. I've been inconsistent with that, but that's my main thing I do is YouTube videos when I get a chance, and just put out videos of hers doing improv and or Vegas stores and stuff like that. But mainly, I want to definitely get on the big screen and make it big that way.
If you had like to say things that you want to accomplish in the next 3 years, what would be the top 3 things you would want to be for you and Cindy in the next 3 years?
Next, travel international all over this country. Get merchandise out. And you know, get back on national TV somehow. Get on all those major networks. Get on an Ellen show. Get on American Talent. Get on talk shows, award shows. You know,
Maury Povich.
You are so.
Now, how was it to be on the Steve Harvey show? You was on the Steve Harvey show, like, you know,
yo, man, that was awesome. The Steve Harvey show. When I got that email, I was.
How did that happen?
It's happened. Like I was home, woke up with text message. Is this Nigel? Did you have chocolate? The producers. Hey, this is so. Harvey Show. We love to talk to you. You're free tomorrow. Can you FaceTime me? Made an appointment. You FaceTime me. Tell Cindy did my thing. Love what you do. Steve was looking for underground talent. Wants to he's a segment in his show called "Put Me On, Steve," where he puts underground, unknown talent in. So he wanted to choose me because he's seen a video of me that went viral the last 4 years. 2014 video of me with Cindy Hot Chocolate getting girls' numbers on the phone, on the subway. It's a big hit to this day. He seen that video and he said, funny to him. He wanted to get me on, and from that video, Steve on. He texted me and I shopping for myself, got her outfit, me outfit, put myself there. Parents came, happy it happened in my lifetime. Get somewhere, because my mom's getting old, I gotta make her proud. So everybody got a dream of buying their mom a house. Somehow doing something.
That's dope, man. I really feel that. Now, what could you tell like a kid, man, that's, you know, because when kids see you, there might be a young kid out there that want to be a ventriloquist, man. What's the type of advice you can give him and, you know, or her, him or her? You know, how could you guide
whoever wants to be a ventriloquist, him or her, or does find something that you like to talk about, or before you get a puppet or anything, get the character first. Have a character, have a mindset, have everything written down, you know, who, what, why, who is she, whatever, and that way you won't waste your money on getting a puppet. You might get a puppet and think it's cool, and you'll be lost with material. And you know, you gotta have like whole biography, stories, and things like that of that nature, because you can't just go on stage and just recite jokes from the joke book. Not gonna work out. I learned that the hard way. You actually invest in the character and make that character alive. First thing, referring to that character as a puppet friend or his niece.
And I'll just add on, man, that, you know, I've noticed, because, you know, I used to do the Ryan Drinkwater thing too, but what I noticed with you and with a lot of people with puppets are very therapeutic for people.
Yeah.
And I've seen you perform in front of adults with liquor, and they enjoyed it just as much, if not more, than when you do performances for kids. And that's what's really special about ventriloquism, is that you can touch all ages.
Right. Yeah, because when you see a character, people, it grabs their attention. Seeing a puppet talk back and forth and having comebacks and starting this conversation, people gravitate towards that rather than a regular comedian or whoever. You know, it wins their attention. So when you get to relate to their situation, it's rewarding, you know? Like me personally, people often ask what got me started really in ventriloquism. I always wanted to be an actor. I wanted to get into acting in plays and eventually movies. But I had a hindrance with my ventriloquism was therapeutic to me, able to express myself through a medium of comedy. People often tell me they rather hear her eloquent.
That's deep. Now, we got a political question for you and Cindy to answer. You know what's going on with our president at the point of now. Just recently, Senator John McCain passed away, and the president didn't want to raise the flag. You know, he left it at half staff or whatever. What you feel about that? What's your opinion on that?
You know, like, need to simplify. Do you like Donald Trump? I like
She does not like oranges. You heard that?
Leave it like that.
That was a good one. So, man, if it's anything in the world, man, that you know you want to tell the world out there about Cindy, that you want to tell the world out there about you, that you want to let the kids and parents know your whole movement, man, I want you to take time and tell the people that right now.
Well, right now, I'm going to give a shout out to this whole team right now for letting me be here. I'm really thankful. Because myself, what would I be doing? Didn't know Cindy or didn't do movement. Main thing is to inspire people, have a dream, make it happen, write it down, and live it. You know, you don't like the news, go out and make your own news. From the news. Be the hottest topic. I had no idea that video that went viral. People see me as a celebrity. I'm like, wow, you know what? I gotta write this and make it happen. Make someone's day. You gotta give back to the community. Just live life to the fullest. Life is too short to complain. You got a problem, you got a hindrance, work with it and make it into a blessing.
What's up, man? Now, if people want to book you and get you on the show and do stuff like that, give all that information. Right?
Yeah, you can check me out. You know, anything you can find me on the hashtag. My hat is Geltown. That's the name of my whole show. I have Cindy, other characters. But me directly, follow me on my social media, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. Yes, DOCTA_gel. It's Dr. Gel. Gel with a G. I call it DOCTA, Doctor, because paying homage to my beginning. I couldn't say words properly, so I have to.
Now, Cindy, is there anything you want to say to the people out there? Anything, you know, you want to let the people know before we let go?
It's a god time. Can I say?
Go ahead.
Hey, Keisha, what's good, boo? How you doing? Nana, it's gonna be okay.
Who's Nana?
My cousin. You gonna be okay? Uncle Tony coming home soon? Okay?
All right. So, you know, we want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
We appreciate you. And, Cap, you got anything you want to say?
Next time I see you,
Oh, God, here we go.
I want some cookies. I want something.
Cookies?
Yeah. See this? Cindy, we gotta.
You still dragging it on? Come on, it's done, okay?
We're gonna have to have a talk. We're gonna talk about my
I got
bill.
one question.
What's the question?
What kind of cookies you like?
Chocolate chip.
Hot chocolate?
No. Hey, look. You're not getting me in no kind of trouble with no minors. Chocolate chip cookies, not Cindy hot chocolate. Don't have me on the news talking about making news. Don't make me the news, Cindy.
Once again,
thank you.
Beast Stew Radio. Got Nigel in the building doing this thing, man. I ain't gonna lie. You know, when the next time you're gonna be in Harlem, where you gonna be at?
Man,
people watching all Harlem.
I just pop up like a pimp on prom night. I pop up whenever.
Whoa! Look, you tearing the house down, Cindy. Tearing the house down.
And that always happened to us. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? It's like the third time.
That's when it gets hot in here.
That's when it gets hot in here, man. You know we rock it though.
You ruined it.
Okay. On that note,
catch me when you can. I pop up whenever I can, unannounced. I like just being surprised, you know. Trying to hit up every street corner in New York City, Jamaica Avenue, Corona, 125th Street, wherever. And eventually I'm gonna be working all over this country. I'll be in DC, outside of the White House. Who knows? Let's see what happens that
throwing
time.
oranges.
Yeah, right? Hey. For real.
Once again, my brother, man.
Thank you. Blessings,
man. I appreciate you, man.
Yes.
It's been a ball, man.
Word.
So we're going to get into Joey Blaze. This joint called She Know. All right, and we're going to head up out of here. Beef Stew Radio. Y'all tune in to us. Be back on. Tune in to us tomorrow. You can listen to us tomorrow and Friday. We'll be back Saturday on TV and Sunday. And we'll be back next Wednesday. Once again, we got them in the building, y'all. Make sure y'all support that. All right?
Thank you. Peace.
Thank you, man. Little boy.
She knows, and she knows. minds if she knows. I swear she minds if she knows.
Shout out to Kelly Woody. Shout out to Kelly Woody. Kelly Woody. That's my sister. I'm pronouncing her name wrong. Kelly Woody. Excuse me. I'm sorry, sis. Shout out to Ken Ravenell in the building. And also shout out to Dave Alexis in the building. We in the building.
From the jump study, that's a fact. Versace lenses give me soul cleansers. Crack game, music game, it ain't no different. Says she know my voice when my flow switches. One thing I hate the most, slow digits. I got a light skin up at Onyx, look like Robin Gibbons. I had Britney up at lessons since she started tripping. Pull up to the bar, Russell Rock sipping. 33s on my feet, word to stop bipping. Riding with my team, ain't no switching. Hard in the paint, I'm really missing. Keep a couple grams in the swishes. Put me on the court, hit a swishes. Swear I love the chick that play a role. That's my motivation, Kelly Rowe. Cool as hell, my hottest in the stove. I swear she minds if she knows. 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 I don't need no bras, got a phone full of broads. Everything is foreign from my kicks to the cars. Start to see the snakes when you looking through the lawns. All these rings on me got me feeling like a bride. Your bitches at the crib, if she give me a massage, if she caught her homegirl, if she give me a massage, if you perfect on the stage, you can check out the collage. Remember selling grams at a Granny's garage. Niggas think they shooting, man, they must be up a vibe. Like a top floor suite, while you chillin' in the lodge. And I'm rapping face to face, that's my fucking entourage. And you claiming that you with it, it's live camouflage. Darting to the money while I'm driving in the Dodge. Blowing on that phone and turn the room into a fog. Say you run the city, but we seen it when you jog. When I get the money, split the profits with my dog. Swear I love the chick that play a role. That's my motivation, Kelly Rowe. Cool as hell, my hottest in the stove. I swear she minds if she knows. 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 She knows it.
Got people smoking drugs and stuff and prostitution. Please smile.
This pot smells delicious, and it's the base for our ultimate beef stew.
Beef stew.
Now we're talking about beef stew.
Beef stew. Try this beef stew. Try this beef stew.
I don't know what's going on right now.
This pot smells delicious, and it's the base for our ultimate beef stew.